Thank you very much, Comrade Mapala. We are here in a very special occasion this morning for the African National Congress in this province of our workers in this country, Congress of the trade unions in this country, in this province, and the South African civic organization, SAMCO, and the links of the African National Congress. This day and this time is very historical in that never have we been inspired by a group of people coming live from outside our country in the manner that we have done. Of course, every nation has its heroes. But as we share the histories of our struggles across the globe, we find commonality. And we get to know that in fact what affects common and ordinary people in any part of the world does in a way affect ordinary people across in another part of the world. And in that way, you learn from each other. In that way, you share experiences. And in that way, you improve the manner in which you fight your struggles. As South Africans, there's no doubt we've learned a lot from the struggle in Cuba, right from 1959 up to now. And of course, we continue to learn as we meet you this morning. And we just want to say right from the beginning of this process that we are inspired by your presence. All of us, immediately we saw you coming out of those sliding doors. It was you have been here a number of days, but that you are here on your own, touching ground in our province, we indeed feel very much inspired. Not only us who are here, but the people of KwaZulu-Natal across are inspired and they know that you are here. And your short presence and in the events that we're going to go to will, of course, inspire our people across. But of course, because we're not making long speeches, just a way of welcoming you. Indeed, you're welcome, all of you, to KwaZulu-Natal. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Comrade Chairperson, Comrade Senzo Mtunu, Program Director, Comrade Secretary of the Province, Comrade Msikles Kalala, comrades, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, I'm not going to say all the protocols because they have already been observed. We indeed welcome in the presence here all the leadership, not only of the ANC, the leadership of the South African Communist Party, the leadership of COSATU, the leadership of SAMCO, and all our other honored guests who are here present. Mine is just on behalf of the National Executive Committee, on behalf of Comrade Billy Masehla, who's been our representative, accompanying the delegation, to say welcome this time to the province of KwaZulu-Natal, as already welcomed by the chairperson. Indeed, this is a very important province for the African National Congress. I also, similarly with the chairperson, regard it as my home. Although some may argue to say I come from the other extreme part of the country, from the Limpopo province, but this is indeed also my political home. Not only because I'm sent by the National Executive Committee to lead the NEC team which works here, but also because politically, this is where I learned everything about the liberation movement. So it remains my home, my political home. But it is also, just to say to our delegation, it's a very important province. As already Comrade Sihla has indicated here, as he was outlining the program for today, you would have realized that as he was talking, he mentioned ANC presidents as part of your program for the day. You will go to the Chief Albert Luthuli Memorial Site. You also go to the site of the burial of the founding president of the African National Congress, President John Langalibalele Dube. But what he didn't mention is that indeed there are also two other past presidents of the African National Congress who come from this province. President Josiah Gumede and also President Pixley Kaisa-Kaseme, who also come from this province. Of course, you would not have missed the fact that the current president of the ANC also comes from this province. So all in all, you are in a province with a rich history of the African National Congress, especially at the current moment, in the sense that you have the founding president coming from here, not far from this airport, and you have the current president also coming from this province a little bit further from here. So this is the rich history, comrades from Cuba, of the province where you are this morning and this afternoon. And we want to again just thank you again for your presence, for your commitment to the revolution, not only to the revolution of Cuba, of Africa, of South Africa as well. You are indeed an inspiration to all of us, and you know, when we look at you, we draw a lot of strength. So indeed, as the African National Congress National Executive Committee, we again want to say that, you know, we're very pleased to have you in our midst. The person who's going to represent the Cuban Five, I've been informed, will be Comrade Antonio Guerrero, and I'm informed that Guerrero means warrior. Now, this being also historically a province of the warriors, I'm sure when they chose you to come and speak, they knew that you'll be speaking in the province of warrior King Shaka. I'm sure you know that this is King Shaka Airport, King Shaka the warrior. So welcome.
Just let me say, I'm a warrior of peace. Please, first, let me express on the name of my brothers and for our delegation, our deep gratitude for your invitation, for your warm welcome here to Durban. It is already 9 days in South Africa. 9 intense days in South Africa. We have visited many historical places. We have met many people, including your president, including Outbreak, Catrava, in Rhode Island, included Winnie Mandela in the house of Nelson Mandela. He has been very emotional. And we had the opportunity, the great opportunity to feel the love of South African people for Cuba. And we taken that love to Cuba back to all our people. And we want to thank for that solidarity, for that love that you have been giving us all this day, from the morning to the night, because we have been having activity every minute, every minute in this country. 6 months ago, about 6 months ago, we can't believe that we would be here in South Africa. We can't believe that we'll be in Cuba. I mean, Gerardo, our brother, 2 life sentences. The struggle was long, very long. Nothing. We, in court, nothing happened. We got the truth, the right, but nothing happened. Ramon was 30 years sentenced in prison. I was a little short already. I got 20, almost 22 years was my sentence. But then suddenly, December 17th, we're back to Cuba. Like a miracle. Why we went back to Cuba? Because the solidarity. Because the Cuban people do. Because the Cuban government. Because what they did was they punished us. But they were not punishing us just like a person. They were punishing Cuba when they sentenced us, when they arrested us. It was the one punishing Cuba, the one we break. That we would not be the five, would be somebody isolated. And we work together. And we say, whatever we gotta do, we do it. Just the principle we have to defend. And from the beginning, we got one example. We got many, but I should say that we have one. His name, Nelson Mandela, and all the heroes of South African people. Even in the center, Gerardo, we got from the magazine a picture of Nelson Mandela, and we got that. We said, we gotta resist too. And we resist. So I said, thank you for the welcome, but I should say also thank you for your support in this long battle. And you can feel that the reason we are here, the victory we achieved, is also your victory. I don't want to be so long because we got a big plan that it was explained. But in front of our people, Cuban and South African people, we got a lot of challenge. We got a lot of things to do for a better countries, for a better world. And we should, very, very sure, after we have seen all this, the South Africa in front of our eyes, in front of us, that we will be together in all the new battle that we have. So we wish you the best wishes. You can count on us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks. I think that's a moving message. Indeed, we count on you. We've been with you in the struggle. Hence, cadres of Umkhonto weSizwe would sing, Cuban people, loving nation, here we are, far from home. We shall love you, we shall need you for the things you've done for us. I don't know how many people knows that song. Cuban people, loving nation, here we are, away from home. We shall shall love you, we shall need you for the things you've done for us. Cuban people, loving nation, here we are away from home. We shall need you, we shall love you for the things you've done for us. Malibu, yeah, Malibu, yeah, Malibu, yeah, Israelite, ilathathwa ngabamhlophe. Malibu, yeah, Israelite. Thank you. It was not a solo. I know abanye bayayazi, abanye kuyijwayela. Mandla. Thanks. We want to thank the provincial chairperson, the ANC chairperson, Anckzn. Siyabonga. Message of welcome. Also comrade Joe Pasha Siyabonga, as well as the message on behalf of the Cuban 5. We're now not going to waste time. We're going to have a breakfast. But I want to apologize up front. There are what is called table manners. Table manners. Now, table manners involve a number of things. You sit, you go in a particular way, you get food, you sit, you eat steadily, you talk while you're eating. You don't leave while others are eating. Now, because we're in a revolution, we will just disrupt that. We're not going to observe those manners today. We've been allowed to do so by the national leadership. We will allow the leadership to go out, dish food, come and be settled, eat. Once they are done, we will allow them to leave, because it is not all of us who are going to what it was. So we'll request that we take that approach. We'll allow the leadership eat here, and then once they are done, we will allow them to leave. We're still going to be together. The main event is this afternoon at 3:30. That event is starting at 3:30. For you, that event, you must take it that is starting at 3 o'clock, so that you get there, comrade load. All of you, comrades, who are comrades, for you, Manutinji will 3. Ube khona ngo-3 ngoba ngo-4:45 doors will be closed. And I'm talking to comrades who have been part of preparations. They know the process esiyibekile. So ngaphandle nje kokuchitha isikhathi, let's allow the leadership to go and eat. We'll all have breakfast. But once the leadership is done, we'll request that we release them to go to the next activity. Thank you. That marks the end of the program. Thank you.